From the X Sports Network, this is the UNA Report, presented by First Class Charter.
Welcome to the pregame show, getting you ready for North Alabama's next to last game of the 2024 season as they hit the road in UAC action to take on Southern Utah. The Lions trying to bounce back after back-to-back losses. Here's what Brent Dearman has to say heading into Saturday.
UNA head football coach Brent Dearman. Coach, just how can you wrap up the Austin Peay game last Saturday?
You know, we came out in the first half and probably our worst half of football we've played. What I kind of questioned our guys about is the lack of energy that we had in that first half, whether it's missing a few starters because of injury with Jackson Bratt and a couple other guys, or did we let the UCA loss carry over and never really got as fired up and excited, kind of rallied the troops, came out in the third quarter. You win the third quarter, I think 14-0 was our best quarter of play, and then just ran out of gas. They hit a double move on us that put them up 2 scores and put us in a 2-minute situation that's not kind of who we are right now is a 2-minute offense. So just didn't show up in the first half, and that falls on me as the head football coach to make sure that we're ready to play coming out of the tunnel.
We saw you try to create some momentum with a big touchdown celebration to start the game, even though the play unfortunately got called back. Third quarter, the onside kick, the creative toss around on the one touchdown. You know, even heading into this week, what are things that are you doing to keep that momentum going late in the year?
You know, as the head football coach, you're trying to always create. And in a game that you felt like we were kind of dead, we didn't have the energy and the juice that we had in previous games. We were trying to do something to spark the guys. So you look at all of us going down celebrating a touchdown. The touchdown ends up getting negated. So I don't know if we get up and then come back down because the touchdown gets negated. You know, you have an onside kick that you recover that I thought it sparked that third quarter. The 2 quarterbacks in the game, quarterback throwback pass, sparked us, and I thought it sparked our fan base. And we just got to get that energy and that juice earlier in the game. So we've got to find ways as a staff to create it. We got to find ways to create TFLs and negative plays. I thought defensively we gave up way too much. You know, their quarterback I think was 31 of 34. We allowed too many receivers to run free. We allowed too many underneath throws that were easy throws. We got to get pressure on our quarterback, but I think we did that more in the second half. We've got to get after a guy a little bit earlier in the game and eliminate the easy throws.
Turn the page, Southern Utah, a conference game. We go out to Cedar City, Utah. And first of all, Coach, tell us about the challenges of getting from Florence, Alabama to Cedar City, Utah, going halfway across the country.
Well, it's really twofold this week. You know, today's election day. Today our team is doing our civil engagement day. We're giving our team the opportunity to go vote today because I think it's a big deal. I told them I don't care which direction you go. I'm never going to be that kind of coach, but it's your American right to go vote. So we actually are taking the day off from football. We had a hard practice yesterday on Monday, and then we're going to go out and we're going to serve our community today. Now, the other reason why it's happening too is our equipment truck had to leave at 8 a.m. this morning. But the 25-hour drive that they're embarking on now, I think our driver can go 8 hours a day. So the truck had to leave first thing this morning, so all of our shoulder pads are on a truck headed west. So we had to get the physical banging part yesterday, and Southern Utah's a team that's going to get in big sets and run the ball downhill at you. So we had to turn the page quickly, get a good hard physical practice in yesterday, get a little healed up in these next couple of days. But it's going to be a trek for us. We'll get on the plane early Friday morning and send our guys out that way. I think we're going to be able to get about 66 guys on the plane, so the roster's a little bit thinner than especially a home game, but most road games. But our guys are going to be ready to play.
And for you, there's a personal connection with this game, right? Tell us about that.
You know, their head coach is my former offensive coordinator. I think he was my offensive coordinator my junior year at college. He was young in his career. He's a very intense guy, and since I didn't really like him that much, to be honest with you. We butted heads a lot, and since then we've gotten to be pretty good. He's probably one of the closer buddies of mine in this profession. every week we'd share information on each other. He actually texted me first thing Monday morning and said, hey, any info on this team we're playing this week you want to share? Just messing around with me. So great guy, great family man now, but earlier in his career he was a hard guy to play for. I know that his team is going to be show that toughness that he shows. They're taking on his mentality. They're a hard-nosed, tough football team, so we know we're in for a four-quarter battle here.
Southern Utah, what do you expect?
I mean, I just kind of told you theirs. Their head coach is a tough, hard-nosed, gritty guy, and that's the mentality that his team plays with. He's got a couple injuries where I think 2 or 3 of his starting receivers are out for the season, which is probably getting him to run the ball even more than what he's probably accustomed to doing. He's a big offensive-minded guy, so he's got a big hand in the offensive side. Defensively, they play hard. They've got 11 guys. It seems like they got 13 guys on the field at times. They play hard. They play sound, but it goes back to their head coach is that kind of coach. So we've got to do our job of playing through the whistle. We've got to take care of the football. We've got to create turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. We've got to get pressure on the quarterback. But I bet whoever wins the turnover margin in this game is going to win the football game.
Coming up next, we check in with a couple of stars for the Lions, Dakota Warfield and Edwin White-Shultz.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
From the X Sports Network, this is the UNA Report, presented by First Class Charter.
Welcome back to the pregame show, getting you ready for the Lions showdown on the road at Southern Utah. One of the guys who has made a huge impact so far on the offensive side has been Dakota Warfield. He has seen his role continue to increase in the purple. He's looking to do the same in these final 2 games. Growing up, it was Dakota Warfield's dream to play Division I football, and North Alabama afforded him that opportunity.
I was coming out of JUCO, and me and my father, we was looking for schools to obviously to go to, and UNA reached out to me. Well, we reached out to them, and then they reached back. So I came up for a visit, and I liked it, and I seen what they had going on. So I just, wanted to come and show what I got, and it was becoming a D1 program, and I wanted to go D1 too. So it just worked out.
Warfield has made the most of his chance, with his numbers continuing to increase each and every season.
I'm just trusting the process with my coaches and also, my fellow teammates, just going in and out of every day, just keep working, and, the results going to show if you put in that work every day, so that's just what it is.
Dakota has turned into a highlight reel for the Lions, pulling in one amazing catch after another.
I'll say it's both. Obviously, the opportunity, to have that the possibility to go get up and make that catch or make the catches. But catching has always been one of my best traits. So when I was younger, I would just always work different type of catches, always with my teammates and my friends. Just trying to work crazy catches. So
Brent Dearman's offense is a perfect scheme for Warfield, giving him plenty of opportunities to make plays.
I love it. That's if it was my choice, I would throw the ball, every play. But you can't do that because we gotta show love everywhere. But it's definitely love for all the receivers. Just being able to go out there and make some plays and catch the ball. So whenever the ball's in the air, whenever we come off the sideline and Coach Dearman calls a passing play, we're ready. We're ready to go get it.
The Lions have 2 games left in 2024. Warfield knows there is still a lot to play for.
Just finish, leave your mark for this season, go out on a high note and treat every day like it's your last day.
Now over to the defensive side of things, where Edwin White-Shultz has made a big impact ever since coming to Florence, and after a slow start to the year, he's starting to really come on strong. Edwin White-Shultz started his career at Kansas, but when the opportunity came to join UNA, he couldn't pass it up.
My decision was really being close to family. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, and the connections I got on the coaching staff, like Coach Davis, Coach Johnson, Coach Dearman, guys like that. Carabo been at Kansas, Coach Weavers, Coach Roth been at Kansas. We had a tight connection and like a family feel. So that was my decision to come to UNA.
Over the last 2 seasons, Schultz has made an impact, causing havoc all over the field.
Really, my brothers, I connect with them a lot, and it's easy for me to communicate with them on the field. So I feel like if I can talk to my guys next to me, everything will be smooth and easy when I go out there and play fast.
Edwin was suspended for the start of 2024, learning many valuable lessons.
It made me take the back seat and look at things from a different perspective. Everything happens for a reason, so I really couldn't be too mad at it, but at the same time I wanted to be out there with my guys, so really just how can I be a better teammate to my teammates that's playing, being patient and things like that, being a better leader.
Since his return, he and the defense have responded, making big plays at big times.
That's what I was born to do since I've been playing football since I was 3, so I just wait my turn, and when my turn comes, I capitalize on the opportunity.
The Lions have 2 more games left in the season and 2 more opportunities to build for the future.
I just want to give our UNA fans something to believe in, like our future is still bright. I don't want them to ever not believe in us. We've seen some things that we can improve on and capitalize on in the offseason, so we're just going to get better on from here.
Coming up next, we check in with everything that's going down in UNA athletics this week.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
From the X Sports Network, this is the UNA Report, presented by First Class Charter.
Welcome back to the pregame show. It's been a busy week in UNA athletics as the fall sports are starting to wind down and the winter sports are starting to pick up. Here's everything that has happened so far. Starting with the Lions women's basketball team, who started the Candy Whitaker era in Florence with a win at UT Martin. Next, the Lions will travel to Tennessee Tech on Sunday. The men's basketball team defeated Air Force on Monday, then Point at home on Thursday. Up next, they'll host UT Martin on Monday. The volleyball team will have its CB&S Bank Arena finale on Sunday as they host Lipscomb at 1 o'clock. The women's tennis team is in Chattanooga for their fall invitational this weekend, and the men's tennis team is at the UTR Sports College Circuit in Nashville. That does it for the pregame show. Kickoff between the Lions and Southern Utah is just a few moments away. And don't forget to check out all the highlights going down tonight right here on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.